afternoon, guys. Today we're looking at One Piece Burning Blood Marineford edition. Now I know I talked a lot about this before, but we finally got it delivered. Actually got it delivered a few days ago, but didn't want to upset anybody on YouTube before opening the contents of the box. So let's take a look what's inside the box. So let's talk about what Marineford actually is. Marineford is one of the Marine headquarters in One Piece, and that is where the great battle takes place. Now inside the box we have the One Piece Burning Blood game, the Whitebeard figure, and a little bit of spoilers here, Whitebeard's grave, with a little nice concept art background, with several characters which we'll talk more about in detail, and of course the art book which comes with the game. We'll talk a little bit about the details of the game afterwards, but for now, let's just open the box. And of course, this time I have a trusty knife to open it with, because using my teeth apparently is too disgusting. Look at this. Let's open up the box first. So, here is a nice cover of Marineford, and at the top here we have Akainu, one of the admirals from the lovable One Piece series, and Sengoku. He was the previous fleet commander. I say previous, I'm not going to say who the new one is because that would be massive spoilers. Surrounded by several of the vice admirals that no one really cares about. And as you can see at the back, quite well detailed of Aokiji or Kuzan's ice attack. Now, let's open up the actual box. So straight away when we open the box, we have the lovely game. And, which wasn't even on the box, I didn't know about, looks like to be a poster. Possibly A4 size, I think a little bit bigger. Nice One Piece Burning Blood poster. And on the poster, again, sorry guys, spoilers, you're gonna have to be careful, is Doflamingo, Luffy, and Sabo. Now, I'm not gonna say much more than that for anybody who's not really caught up with the anime or manga, so I'm just going to put this lovely piece of art away, because I don't want to spoil the story for you chaps. Now let's look at what really in the contents of this box. So let's take up this lovely art book here. Now the One Piece Burning Blood art book. On the main front of the page we have Luffy, Sabo and Ace, the three brothers, which everybody should know. And we're going to open slowly. Now of course, because it's Japanese, it opens backwards. So what do we have here? We have the producer of One Piece Burning Blood and a little bit of message, and he's dressed up as Bartholomew Kuma, pretty cool. But what we're really interested in is how does the artwork look like in this. So, it looks like that every playable character, or if not every character that's in the game, is in the artbook. And it also tells you where the characters are met. For example, Smoker is met from Rogue Town, Drum Kingdom from Chopper. It's quite well detailed. Oh, even the arenas, Skypiea, and all from Skypiea. So very nice. Quite thick. There's the Marineford, exact replica of the stand. But let's see what everyone else is most interested in, is how does the figure actually look? Now as I said, the figure comes in two parts and it's a lot easier to get out of the box this time. He says, how much easier that was, Jim. Nice and simple, no struggle, nothing else. Let's put this away. Alright, so we're just going to put this to the side and we're going to assemble the lovely Grave of Whitebeard. Again, sorry guys, just can't avoid spoilers.
Okay, so what we're going to do is unpack all the stuff and be right back.
And welcome back guys, we managed to unpack all the little bits and pieces that come with the figure, so let's talk about what we have here. Here we have the legendary coat that Whitebeard wears, and at the back you can see, look at the nice creases that would go on his back, plus the little, I guess you could say, pirate mark of Whitebeard and his crew. Now I think there's a lot of damage done to the coat. That's on purpose because obviously he's had this coat for a very long time. You can see the little marks here. That's probably endured from the war. So I'm just going to pop that down. We have an unattachable Whitebeard face. His staff. Obviously the Whitebeard body, which we'll come and talk about in a second. The grave, which needs to be built, and the flag, which will go on the grave. So let's talk a little bit about details about this thing. And first of all, we're just going to build what is Whitebeard. So I'm just going to attach the little Whitebeard head here. And magically, I'm going to attach his little staff.
First get it through his arm, remember?
Oh yes, well played. Because you can't fit on the staff, it's not through his arm. It doesn't fit. And it can go behind him. There we go. This little nice staff is now attached to Whitebeard and is sat behind him. Now, if our good cameraman could come a little bit closer, we can talk about the details of the Whitebeard figure. Now, as we all know, Whitebeard is probably one of the largest of the One Piece characters, not as big as Kaido. Oop, got one my tongue there, not many people know what he looks like. We can see a lot of scars from his body from where he survived lots of many fights. I like the attention to detail of his, even though he's called Whitebeard, his one mustache, very white. Now let's turn him around. Slowly turn him around to the back. You got like his Jolly Roger at the back, Whitebeard's mark. Look at the muscles on his back, very well detailed. He is obviously one of the strongest characters. We're not quite sure what this is. I think it's just a rock to maintain his position so he doesn't fall down. And a little hole here, which not too sure, but we think this is where the staff would actually go into. Again, this doesn't come with instructions, but I'd like to think the staff goes in here. And now we've seen all that, I can put on Whitebeard's nice, trusting coat. Fits on perfectly. Look at that. Very menacing pirate, one of the 4 Yonkos, one of the 4 strongest. Now let's move little Whitebeard to the side. Now we've had a lot of looking about of him, and talk more about Whitebeard's grave. Now on the grave, what does it say here? Edward Newgate, that's the name of his no, that's his actual name. Edward Newgate, captain of the Whitebeard Pirates. Here lies a great captain and father, liberated from the exhausting role and labour, who captained the Moby Dick in the spectacular era of pirates. Now a lot of people believe that after Goldie Roger died, the king of the pirates, that Whitebeard was actually, well, the second age of the pirates, more or less the king. That's a lot of people to debate. Not on my say to say what he is here. So let's move on towards building his grave. Put that piece on. And his flag with some flowers. And the great thing is obviously the coat is detachable. Just pop the coat on here. Now ladies and gentlemen, this may take some time and patience, but let's get it on there. Perfect. And that is the full set of the Whitebeard figure that comes with the One Piece Burning Blood Marineford edition. So, now you're wondering what is exactly One Piece Burning Blood Marineford? It's actually just a beat 'em up game. There's more than 40 playable characters in this game. I'll be looking forward to playing it myself. You can play up to 4 people online. Apparently there's a tag 3 versus 3, so maybe up to 6 people actually. And you should be able to do Hacky versus Devil Fruit. There's over 40 playable characters. And it should be quite good. It's also cross-platform with Vita and PS4.
When you say cross-platform, you mean remote play?
No, it means that if people have the game on the Vita, they can play against people on the PS4.
Oh, okay, so it's actually...
And you can upload your PlayStation 4 save file to the Vita save and play on the Vita.
Oh.
Cross feature, that's what it says. And it only holds 10.59 gig, which is quite small for a PlayStation 4 game these days.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for us guys today. We're just talking about the One Piece Burning Blood Marineford edition. As always, Jim is going to ask how much money could we have spent at Nando's, and the answer is £90.
Ooh.
This cost me £90. Now you say that's quite steep, but this is actually quite a relatively good price considering you get 2 figures plus the game and an art book. It's actually quite cheap in comparison, and anybody that wants to know what the scale is of the figure, I brought the 12-inch Revenant figure. Now as you can see, it's not exactly as big as the Revenant figure, maybe just a bit under half, but that's fine. I think the well detailed of the muscles of the Whitebeard and actually the grave and the little scripture that's written at the bottom of the grave, plus Whitebeard's Jolly Roger's flag and the coat, does make up for it. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We have the next video coming up is Mirror's Edge 2, and we'll have our lovely assistant Mr. Sam to have us unbox that, because that's not my edition, it'll be his. Hope you guys enjoy it.
Alright guys, so we'll catch you in the next video.
Yeah, boy.